And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, and welcome to Scotty Ray's Weather. As we move into a Wednesday morning, we've got lots to talk about when it comes to weather. Is it going to be as bad in the immediate Lauderdale County area as originally thought? No. But out to our northwest, we still have some rain, flash flooding still into effect. We'll look at that here in just a moment. Candace has the morning off. She'll join us back tomorrow. Going to miss out on her today. I hate that. And she'll be back tomorrow in likeness of what she done on her day off. That's coming up. All right, as we turn to our forecast, brought to you by EMEPA, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative, let's go to what the National Weather Service tells us first. The flash flooding will occur this afternoon, but it's going to be to the northwest Meridian. Kemper will still be in this, all of Neshoba County and parts of Newton. Lauderdale and Clark and Jasper counties are out of that at the present time. Still a lot of rain projected for these areas. We'll watch that. And again, should severe thunderstorm warnings be issued, I'll be here to walk you through that street by street up to your doorstep to make sure that you're still there. Now, Lauderdale County and Clark are still going to get rain, but just not in a flooding way, if that makes kind of sense. So that's the good news out of this. As we look at what's happening with tropical storms, really calm down for the moment. You've got Paulette that's reformed, that's not going to do anything. Teddy's going out of the way, and the rain that we're getting today is brought to you by Beta. Nothing else that is stirring at the moment. So that is good news. We hadn't had a map like that in quite some time of something that was brewing that was scaring us over the next few days. So that's good. Blessings. As we look at the rainfall that is coming from Beta, as you look at this here, this is where we're getting the light rain and the heavier stuff above us. So it is dwindling down and easing on out as well. As we look at our temps over the next 10 days, we're still in that cool down zone. Look at that. Isn't that great? So good news for that as we feel some fall weather for the first time, and Lord knows when. We're enjoying that. As we look at storm predictions for today, we are in this area of getting rain and thunderstorms. The worst is going to be that southwest corner of Mississippi and Louisiana. Although we will get rain, that is where the worst of the worst will be of what's happening today. So that's a quick look at what the National Weather Service had to tell us today. Now, let's switch and go to radar now and take a look at what's going on this morning. As we flip over and pull up radar here, let me turn radar off and show you this at first. These are the counties that are under the severe flash flood watch that is into effect today, and it just stays out to the west of us there. So we'll watch that as we go back to radar. As you'll notice that the rain is out to the northwest. This is what will come through here later. Let's zoom in. We do have heavier showers around Shreveport this morning. Alexandria, Louisiana has some. Lake Charles getting some. Lafayette, Greenwood, Mississippi, and the Delta already getting some showers. Now let's zoom in. I already see some showers that are floating around in Noxubee County and also Kemper County. As we look at this, this is Noxubee County up by Brooksville getting showers. East of Macon, okay, there during Sugarlock. DeKalb getting a little bit of the wet stuff this morning. This is going to be right along Highway 16 here. All right, this is where the Cowboy Church is here at Porterville there near Townsend Road. Back to Highway 39, a little group of showers. Nothing heavy, but showers nonetheless. As we move into Lauderdale County, we're showing that not really anything going on yet. But that'll change later on today, and we'll get some light showers through the area. And we'll watch all of this. And again, these are our new watch boxes that are due west of here. Pearl, Brandon, to Carthage. These areas are still in effect with that. So that's where we are on that at the moment. As we back out, and I'll show you the big picture here of what's going on here. Tuscaloosa also getting some rain this morning. No warnings whatsoever so far this morning. As we turn to the forecast from the National Weather Service, we have a 70% chance of showers and possible thunderstorms, mainly after 3 p.m. for the heavier stuff. High today 78. By tonight, an 80% chance of showers. Low around 66. So that's going to happen, the worst of the worst there later. 80% chance of rain tomorrow. We have a 60% tomorrow night. As we go into Friday, the weather starts changing there with only a 20% chance of showers. Sunshine returning with a high of 82. Over the weekend, what do you expect? A 40% chance on Saturday and 30% on Sunday. So that's where we are with thunderstorms and our rain chances for today. So we've got a little bit coming Nothing to be worried about. We could have some severe thunderstorm warnings issued before it's all said and done, but we'll watch that closely as to see what happens over the next little bit. And as I said, I'll be there to walk you through whatever the case happens. I'll be on top of that situation. So hang around for that. We'll be on it. As we turn to what's going on at, the Lauderdale County Farm Supply, we check in, and there's always a great deal there going. They're going to be opening up this morning. They've been doing that since 1932, bringing you farm implements, all that good, not implements, but, anything to do with your farm. They've got it for you at the Lauderdale County Farm Supply. And if you're redoing your yard, they've got all that. Right now, you can take advantage of the Drake apparel. Now, that's shirts, vests, jackets. They got those 25% off while supplies last. That's just one of the deals that they've got going here. And there's always lots of clothing. And as I've said, the bib overalls, I wear those nonstop during hunting season. If you're needing T-shirts, a galore. They've got shelves full of them there. The No Farm, No Food. Boy, isn't that a fact. Go by and see it today. I always like that Farm Hard. That looks pretty cool. Also, as the winter months come, you're going to need some boots. They can keep you dry there, from ladies to men. They're great boots. They're dry shod boots. Very comfortable on top of that. You can also get deer feeders. They've got so much going on here with deer season right around the corner because, boy, we all love it, don't we? Right now you can take advantage of the attractants. The Sugar Beet Crush, that's a real big favorite there from Wild Game if you hadn't used that before, and as well as the Power Rack Station there. Deer love that as well. You can also, deer cameras, they got a bunch of these if you hadn't bought them. And one of the big things is, and if you'll figure this out, let's talk about deer cameras, the ones that send the pictures to your phone. That will save you how much time and gas of going back to the woods to pull your cards out. Shoots right to your phone. You get to see what's there when it happens. Neat as all get out. They've got those for you at the Lauderdale County Farm Supply. And the traditional style. If you still want to use the camera cards, they've got those also. See them today. That's at the Farm Supply. They can show you which one to choose, how to use it. You'll like that. Also, when it comes to planting, there's a lot going on with this. The Bug Busters, the fall seed mix is there. You can also choose from the Southern Buck food plot seed. A lot of that. Also, if you want to go back to the traditional, mix your own, put out a little wheat, little oats, ryegrass. They've got all of that. You can mix it, do it however you want to, but they carry that. And when it comes to taking care of your farm animals, they've got tons of that feed there. Horse and cattle, if you're needing corn, the Lauderdale County Farm Supply. From guns and a whole lot more to skillets. Yep. Lauderdale County Farm Supply. Drop in and see them today. Exit 151 off the interstate. Drop in and see them. You'd be glad you did. They'll certainly take care of any needs that you might have.
During these challenging times, there are some things that you can count on every day. One of them is that Rick Justice Automotive will work hard to help you find just the right vehicle. Rick Justice has late model, low mileage vehicles and 72-month, 72,000-mile warranties available on all vehicles. Come see us today, and we'll show you how we've been helping your friends and relatives find the car, truck, or SUV that was right for them. We will earn your business.
Sanders Gas, Sanders Air and Heat is your full-service propane supplier since 1946. We take pride in ensuring reliable, friendly service to our customers. We also provide safety tune-ups related to propane, air conditioning, and heating systems, keeping our community efficient and safe. I'm Chuck Sanders, and yes, we're local.
As we start looking at things that are going on nationwide, and you hear this so much, and if you hunt or you own a farm, you know about this before I even open my mouth. This is one of the biggest things that is tearing the country up, especially farmers. These super pigs that are out there. They're estimated that this new line can reproduce within just 3 months. They grow to 400 pounds, and they'll tear up farm livestock in no time flat. And that's gotten a lot of these, if you've seen it, the new round pins that are dropped to catch these things. They can tear up, if you plant a crop, they tear it up big. But it is an epidemic in the United States, and now it's starting to get a little bit more of national attention of stuff that we've already known. It's starting to show up in the news, and I'm starting to talk about it. So that's big business there, things that are getting tore up. So keep that in mind. Boy, that's pretty rough. Louisville, of course, we say Louisville around here, but Louisville, Kentucky is getting ready. They haven't said what day, but they are on lockdown, anticipating the answer, the charges against police officers against this young lady. Now, they're already starting to ease out that, well, there's more to this story than meets the eye, and the police officers will probably be acquitted, and they're afraid that the town is going to be burned and looted, so they're already starting to issue the lockdown. There was more to the story. All of that is slowly starting to come out, and I've never quite understood when they know these things in advance why they don't go ahead and release that information up front so that there won't be lootings and burnings and things of that nature. But we'll watch Louisville, Kentucky closely to see what happens. That's a mess. No other way to word that. Lindsey Graham, and if you've been following all the stories that are going on with the replacement to the Supreme Court, the Republicans say they do have enough votes and they're going to replace it. They're moving forward with it. So the president is going to make the announcement on Saturday as to who he's going to pick. It's going to be a lady. We do know that. And I've heard so many say that whoever the pick is going to be torn apart. And it will probably make the Brett Kavanaugh stuff look like small things. Let's hope not. I even heard, who was it? I was listening to yesterday. Rush said that, by law, you don't have to go through these hearings. The Senate, if they agree on it, can just appoint and skip all of that. And he suggested that to where whoever this pick is will not have to go through that torture of them destroying their lives. They probably will proceed with it. We'll watch, but that's up and coming. The guy that's on CNN, that Don Lemon, he made the comment the other night with the Como that should they take back over the Democrats, that they should do away with electoral college. That wouldn't be good for everybody. There's a reason for it. It was put in place many, many years ago to where your smaller communities have just a bigger voice as the large cities where the populations are. That's why it exists. I can remember years ago not quite understanding all that. You've got the population of the big cities that vote one way, and then you've got the rural route, the heartland of America, that don't have that population, but their voice should be just as strong as the big cities. So that's why that exists. I don't know if you've heard this news as we look to NASCAR. Michael Jordan has now bought a NASCAR, so he's going to do doing that, and Bubba Wallace will be his driver. That's up and coming. Of course, there's been so many that have turned away from NASCAR, that have turned away from football. Ratings continue to drop on all of these. Middle America is going, not so fast. You don't think the way I think anymore. So we'll watch that and see where that goes also. That's a few of the things that are going on this morning. As we turn back to recap our weather again, let's look at that this morning. As I said, it's not going to be near as bad as we once predicted there. And let me pull up radar here, and let's do get that on there so we can pull this up and give us a extended forecast here for what's going to be coming the next few days here. As we pull this up, as we look out for a week, as we said, today we have that 70% chance of rain, 80% tomorrow, down to a 20% chance there on the Friday. As we look over the weekend, 40 and 30, and slight chances at the beginning of the week. We do have our temperatures easing back up into the mid-80s, but we're still hovering in the 60s at night, so we haven't crossed back to where we're 75 or anything like that during the daytime hours, which is great. So that's where our weather forecast is at the moment there. But expect rain today as we back out and close that out. These are where our flash flood watches are. We are going to get rain today. Should we get severe thunderstorm warnings, I'll watch that closely and pass that along to you street by street up to your doorstep. I want to thank our folks that always help us out. Hoopers on 22nd Avenue. If you haven't dropped in and saw Alan and them lately, see them. Rick Justice Automotive there on North Frontage Road, along with Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville. Joe and the good folks, Lauderdale County Farm Supply. You can't beat them. Freeman Tractor out on Highway 494. Also, EMEPA, as they help us out with the weather each and every day, along with Graphics Guru there on B Street, taking care of anything that you need when it comes to business cards, logos on your trucks, anything that's digital printing, that's what they do. Along with SMI, you go in and see Joe there on 22nd Avenue. And, of course, Chino out at San Marcos Mexican Restaurant, all locally owned. If you'll keep your dollars local and spend with those good folks, I would appreciate it. And again, I want to say thank you for joining me this morning. And again, Candace will be back tomorrow to help out. She has the morning off. And again, I'll be back with more weather as the day progresses here at Scotty Ray's Weather. And a big thank you to you for joining me this morning. Like, share, and tell a friend about it.